Hey Jay, Redfish Central throws down a challenge to you to see if you really will make the tough but worthy decisions. You have already bunkered down to fight the next state election in March. You are currently clearing your decks of all the hiccups that may embarrass you. Your war room filled with minders and advisors not worth a pinch of salt are putting you on the road to ruin. If you want a skerrick of a chance to win this election, then you'll need to take up the challenge. More than 300,000 votes are on the line for you. Do you have what it takes? With 7 weeks to go before the statewide snapper closure, you could save this iconic fishery, especially in northern Gulf St Vincent, right on your doorstep. You could drag your Fisheries Minister Leon Bignell in and devise a plan to protect this species today. All you have to do is ban the use of long lines in state waters for snapper. Easy, done with the stroke of a pen, and you will have enriched yourself to over 300,000 voters. If you don't, you'll have blood on your hands. Snapper blood. You see, snapper don't know the date. They're ready to spawn at the moment. They're heading into northern Gulf St Vincent, and the pros with their long lines are waiting. Remember last year and the lead up to the closure, Jay? If not, let me refresh your mind. The fish markets were flooded with hundreds of tons of snapper filled with roe. That's right, Jay. The future snapper stocks are contained in that roe. They were decimated just so a few greedy pros with their deadly long lines could make a quick blood-soaked buck. You can still let them fish, but only with hand lines, like they used to, Premier. Remember before 2008? The snapper stocks were a thing of pride in this state. The long lines came in and crashed them. Spencer Gulf was first to go, and now northern Gulf St Vincent is on the longliners list. They want those snapper, Jay. Oh, they want them so bad it hurts. Step in, show some leadership, and ban long lines now. Look, I know your minders are all over these videos and shrug them off as nothing to be feared. But they've never fought an election based on a fish war, because that's what's coming, Jay. You've sat idly by promising things to this state for what? No result. Let me be quite explicit. Mums and dads around this state used to enjoy eating the firm, flaky flesh of snapper, but not anymore. The small number of snapper made available for this state is so overpriced they can't afford to buy it. More than 80% of the snapper are sent to Sydney and Melbourne. When you're out kissing babies for the cameras, ask their mothers when was the last time they cooked South Australian snapper for the family. Ask them, Jay, how they like eating imported contaminated fish from the Mekong Delta. By the way, Jay, the next Friday you sit down in the parliamentary dining room for a feed of garfish, just ask the chef where that garfish was sourced. You may be surprised to find that it was imported from China. Is that what is in store for a feed of snapper? Let's see what sort of courage you have, Jay. Ban long lines now.